Hi guys, Joe here from RuFiOhYT. If you're watching on Jamie's channel, this may be a little bit weird for you. I'm talking over the top of his camera. We are both here.
You could do the intros.
It's my hands on both cameras. Bit weird, you can watch them side to side.
Sync them up.
We've got Big P here doing his Megalith deck profile that he definitely made up himself.
Slightly.
And he wants to show it off to us today, so we're going to get stuck in, I guess. Basically.
I mean, low key.
Synchronization
Do the dual camera drop in. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cool. Right. So we start off with the Megalith monsters. So you play 3 of the Ophiel. This is your monster searcher and ritual card. They're all ritual cards. So yeah, this one searches your monsters. Pretty good. Not once per turn to do the search. It's lovely. Play 3 of the Haggith, which one searches your spells and traps, technically. Again, it ritual summons when it's on the field. So this is also very good. We play the 3 of the new card. The
Broken.
Fool. This card is actually insane. When it's ritual summoned, you can target another Megalith monster in the graveyard, add it back to your hand, and it becomes the same level as that monster. And then during either player's turn, it can ritual summon from the deck, not using itself, which is just insane. Like ritual summoning, summoning from the deck has always been broken, but this deck does it with so much ease. It's really dumb. And it's level 2, which is really cool as well for adding it with Block Dragon. There's just everything about this card is perfect for what the deck needed.
Yeah.
So moving on, we then play some of the big boys. We play 2 Bethel. So these ones, the big ones, you can discard them from your hand to ritual summon. And when this one's summoned, it destroys cards on the field up to the amount of different named ritual monsters in your graveyard, which in this deck could be up to like 9 monsters. And you can summon it in your opponent's turn. So yeah, it pops cards when it's summoned, and it's insane.
Sounds pretty naughty.
It is. Arathon. It's also the same, but it's ritual summon to discard. It's also a quick play, so you can discard this in your opponent's turn to ritual summon, which is really cool because it essentially makes all your other ones hand traps. Like you just discard it, summon, then pop cards, so on. When it's on the field, it also is target negation. So if anything targets a Megalith monster, you can negate it and destroy it.
Yeah.
It's decent. You don't normally summon it very often though. We play some one-offs. We play the one Op. When it's ritual summoned, it draws a card. It also has the similar ritual effect as the other small ones, only this one is a quick play, and it also can ritual summon generic ritual monsters, not necessarily Megalith monsters, which is really cool for summoning Dark Magician of Chaos Max in your opponent's turn. You don't want to play more than one of them though. Play 1 Phalag. This is just another big one. Same discard to ritual summon, and when it's summoned, it boosts all monsters on the field, on your side of the field, by 300 for every ritual monster in your graveyard, which can just lead to blowing out huge damage. Again, you're only really playing it because you want another level 8. So it's okay. Then into ritual support monsters, we play 3 Chalice Line.
Yeah.
Chalice Line is just ever since it came out, it's been like just this extra thing for rituals to get them going. So
Strong.
Yeah, so you reveal it, discard a card to summon an incantation from your deck. It's pretty good. And if you don't ritual summon the turn, you burn yourself, but that's rarely going to happen. You don't ever get it on the field, but it does do a Scrap Dragon-like effect, where you send an Incantation Destroyer card on the field. So that rarely comes up. One-off supports, we play the Black Magician of Black Chaos Max.
This card's actually insane.
Yeah, if you can summon it in your opponent's turn, it locks them out of monster effects. That's really cool.
Pretty nice.
And if you destroy a monster with battle, I think it adds a magic spell card back to your hand, or a ritual card back to your hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't come up,
demon,
but
right?
So it doesn't come up too much, but the locking out monster effects is the main reason to play this card.
Yeah.
So you summon this with the Arc in your opponent's turn.
Who knew that would actually be a useful card?
The Elder Entity deck isn't gone.
Yeah.
Then we play 1 Ben 10 because it gets you into.
Has it got that cool watch?
Comes in 10 different monsters. Yeah, it's
Cartoon Network memes.
when it's used for ritual summon, you add a light fairy, which can be any of these. 5.
DT ones only.
Yeah, you play the Jew package. They
Now I have to censor that.
JU. Stop being so anti-Semitic. It's JU. Man, Jew. Send Jew. They are
Jamie
Jews.
the Kid anti-Semitic confirmed.
God.
No, I have to.
We play this package because their ritual support. They're good. They search monsters. They search the spell. It's good. We play some hand traps.
You should play rares the better.
Yeah, but the Jam Jam card sponsorship doesn't bring you in with nice cards.
It brought me in with the rares.
Oh wow! Anyway, we play these because a lot of your turns start off just by playing a spell card.
Yep.
Which can be ashed. If they do that, you can summon this. It's good against Zexal if they don't back it up with another negate. It's generally just quite a good card, but it also has a dual use of you summon Gamma with Needle Fiber for part of your combo. So it's a dual use hand trap.
Sure.
And also the Cypher and Dreadwolf being high level is surprisingly relevant, and also this being a level 2 is also surprisingly relevant.
I think Gamma's just really strong at the moment anyway. It's having one of those formats like it does where...
In this deck, it's like just really good. It's just a good coincidence of it being the right level, being a tuner, not being as much of a brick as you tend to get with hand traps.
Yeah.
Especially in a ritual deck where you can't really afford a lot of room for hand traps because you need monsters, you need levels to do your things. And all the hand traps being like level 3 and level 1 doesn't mesh well with the level 4 and higher archetype. So they're there. Then the normal incantation monsters, we're playing just the Candle and the Talismandrake, whatever it's called, Talismandra. This is remnant from the deck that I copied off from the LCS.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think I would play maybe 1 or 2 more of these. A lot of times I found that I had either drawn one and the Chalice Slime in the same hand, and then I could either summon this and then I'd have a dead Chalice Slime in my hand, or I draw both of these, and there's a lot of times where I want another one in my deck after I've summoned
They
these.
can be so much more often.
Yeah, like the ritual spell card requires you to discard a incantation to summon another one from your deck. If you've used this to add the spell card, you just got it's dead. Like you're only using it to make you don't get the additional value.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So having the extra one in your deck just increases your consistency or the value you get from the cards it gets.
Yeah.
Bit trying to apologise about the noise levels a little bit here, guys. We are at our locals, so let's get a bit rowdy.
Just a wee bit.
So anyway, they're good. I'd probably play another one. Block Dragon because it's a rock archetype.
Just the one?
Just the one. Honestly,
Preparing for the ban list.
honestly, like you don't really need more than one. If it gets interrupted, you're not getting to another one.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you draw it, that's fine, that's whatever. But the point is that you're only ever going to get to one, and you only ever need one. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we play Researcher for Block Dragon levels. Because it's a 2, you can add this, a full and a level 4.
So that's why it only plays the 1, because you're only using it for the level.
Yeah, pretty much. And also it's a special summon to make the Needle Fiber.
Yeah.
You're never using its Excavate effect, ever. Like, there's no targets for it. So.
Yes.
I'm playing Despot 1 in this today. I'm going to be changing this to a Magical Hound, which is another Earth level 1 tuner. Which you can target a spell card or trap card that's based off on your opponent's side of the field, return it to their hand, and then special summon it from your graveyard or your hand, once per duel. But it's like, for going second, it helps you get rid of your opponent's board. It just seems to have more applications than Despot 1, which can only summon itself from the graveyard if you make the Link Cross.
Yeah.
Because we don't play the Mech Panther beast. Yeah.
Any thoughts on any other Earth tuners like the Adhar or is it Adhar the Earth one?
I'd play Glow Up Bulb.
Yeah, well, I think we'd all play Bulb if we could, let's be honest.
No, to be honest, like it doesn't really matter. It's a level 1 Earth tuner for Natura.
I wasn't sure there was maybe more of
sure. You only get it off Needle Fiber if you ever get that point. Anyway, that's all the monsters. Spells. This card is insane. So it's quick play, ritual summon from your deck, which seems pretty good. As we've been over, ritual summoning from your deck is always broken.
Yeah.
You summon from your deck using levels double the level of the monster you're summoning. So if you're summoning level 4, you need an 8. If you're summoning the full, you need a level 4. If you're summoning a level 8, you need lots of monsters, which you never do. But it is there. The fact that it's quick play as well is really nice. If you're not stupid like I was today, and your opponent ogres your card, you can chain this, then use the monster they're ogring to get rid of it. If they're targeting like anything that would destroy your cards, you can just chain this, get that value off the levels. It also has an effect to lower your opponent's attack of their monsters by 500 for every ritual monster on your field.
Yep.
Can come up if you're trying to get over a Megaclops. You make it an XYZ, you lower that level.
Something you have to actually think about.
Summon the guy who boosts attack and you can get over it.
We have about 2 minutes before we have to wrap this up.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'll speed through, there's not much left. One portal is an additional search with your spell searching guy. Protects your ritual monsters. When you ritual summon, you can add a ritual summon monster back from your grave. It's okay. The incantation ritual, as we were talking earlier, you can add it with the candle and then you summon your level 4 guy. Broken ritual searchers, being these. Searches any of your ritual spells, basically sends Herald, or it can send Entis to destroy a card, so this is dual use. Yeah. I'm not playing an Entis because I wasn't brought in with one, because apparently the guy mailed it to himself. Some people. The extra deck. 2 Herald. You make Herald as part of your combo. Herald's just a good card. In a ritual deck, it's even better. You get to search your stuff with it. And also, if they Maximus you can go, okay, I'll add 2, add 2 cards. Great, GG. This card is done. You make it with Needle Fiber, Gamma, and your Borrowed Savage Dragon. Locks your opponent out from playing the game at all for the return.
You just win.
You just win after this, yeah. They can't do anything. They set some cards. You summon your guy that pops cards. You blow everything up. You attack them for game. Naturia Beast. Negate spell cards. Mills cards mean you can mill your rituals, which means you have more rituals in the graveyard for blowing up more cards in their turn. It's, negate spell cards. Marcher for the combos. Borrowed Savage Dragon. Broken card. It's also part of the combo to make the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamities yeet you out of the game. Formula Synchron, part of the combo, draws you a card in their turn. Carrier, in case your Gallant Granite gets negated to search Block Dragon. Access code, go Brr. Cross sheet. I play this instead of Cerberus because if you ritual summon while this is on the field and point to a point, you have to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Consistency, more important than Cerberus. Earth for Block Dragon. Link Cross, combos. Needle Fiber, combos. Destroy back row. Search Block Dragon. And Dweller for things that do Dweller things. Yeah, you can make it. This is probably an Entis in the final build. Side deck wasn't relevant.
No. Closing thoughts.
The deck is really good and quite resilient. You just need a 5-head to actually play it well.
So not you then, no?
Not me at the moment, but with some more practice, I think this can really get quite good. The fact is, this deck is so cheap because everything is common and summon. Apart from the one researcher, which honestly you don't even really need to play. You can play any level 2 rock. I mean, you could add 2 fills with the thing. So anyways.
Finally, any last shout-outs before we sign this all out?
JamJamCardsUK on eBay. Go to them, buy your cards. Mana Screw, Northampton, for letting us play here. Rufio, Jamie the Kid, thank you very much.
It's been our absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching on both of the channels. Leave a like behind if you had enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to either of us. And we'll see you guys very, very soon with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content. Peace out. Bye-bye.
what you got to